today in studio we have a very talented thespian who's been in the industry for a while, but she took her hey, karibuni kwa mkamba hapo, a hiatus. But now she's back. I'm talking about none other than Qui Gitonga. Welcome.
Yay! Karibu.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, karibu sana Kui.
First time here? I like to ask you for that.
First time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Usijali, I can see you're scared. Don't be.
Don't be hapa.
Ushazoea kila ufanya tu on stage. Imagine the same tu hapa uko on the stage, uko on the spot.
Stage is a little different.
Yeah?
Because you're stepping into someone
else.
You're not yourself there.
Yeah.
All right.
I understand.
All right. So tell us who Kui is, her background, and how she ended up being an actress.
Oh, wow. How do you answer that question? Who are you? Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's the hardest thing to do, especially as an actor, but
Koi, okay, let me just, I got into acting, I think I say in church, just those two, you know, drama,
Plays,
church, plays, a church, Christmas and all that. And then by the time I'm getting to high school, I realized it's something that I really loved doing. So campus, I mostly did theater, as well as campus. And then in 2013, there was an audition with Lightbox Africa. They'd come to Moi. So we now filmed Let's Play Pretend. That's now where I started.
oh, fantastic.
So, yeah,
But what did you study in school?
political science.
Oh,
Oh
what?
my God. And then why did you decide acting?
Yeah.
So do you practice?
No, I actually do events now.
What?
My
Okay.
God. That, wow.
Okay, so why political science then?
I love politics.
Okay,
I intended to study policy, but getting through to the branching in politics in Kenya is really difficult because I think I was also a bit choosy on the direction I wanted to go. So unakosa hapa, events was something I had already gotten into and was liking it, so went along with it. So acting is more of a hobby that
That became a
that
job.
is my I don't know, that is me,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
So yeah.
But just thinking, when your parents took you to school, I assume it's your parents that took you to school, they wanted you to study whatever you decided to study.
Yeah.
But then they saw you had this knack for, you know, acting. How was that like for you, especially breaking it to your family? Like, najua nimesomea hii, but this is what I want to do.
I think my parents understood because the first thing I think I did was that is my daily job.
Yes.
Acting, I think they've always been supportive. Other than that small form 4.
Yeah.
My mom was totally anti, but they've always been supportive of the acting. Actually, if you were to ask, my mom would want to just I stick on that side.
Oh,
Yeah?
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So why acting? Like, what was that moment for you when you decided to do your first play, or you know, what was it?
Entertaining. And then I think the first time was in church and there was this applause that I was like, wow, people enjoyed that. I want to do that again.
Oh, okay.
But now you come to start doing more serious scripts and you start seeing there's a thought process, provocation that you always have. You're provoking conversation. There is a way you're changing people, or even communicating the things that maybe are not able. There are things that maybe there are some issues that I feel film, theater, music as well can communicate best.
Better, yeah.
Yes. So I just like that.
Oh, okay.
You're storytelling, but you're still educating. So
Yeah.
just the whole of it, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. So,
Thank you.
what you said, Let's Play Pretend was your first one.
Yes, it was.
So was that like your breakthrough, or what do you say would be your
Yes.
breakthrough in the industry?
It was Let's Play Pretend because it was my first film, yet that is the one time I had never done film before. So getting to something and then realizing, oh wow, it was good.
Yeah.
I'm good at this, so why not?
Yeah.
And then when opportunities come, I just found myself I wanted to audition again and find places.
Nice.
And you said your favorite thing about acting is embodying other characters.
Yes.
So what was your character in Let's Play? Hey.
That
Play.
one.
I knew that would happen, guys. I'm a Kikuyu, okay? Let's Play Pretend.
Let's Play Pretend. I was Veronica. Veronica was... Wow, who was Vero? Vero. Veronica was a church secretary.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a person. She was not even among the main cast. She was just one of the characters. Who was a friend to the main character. So the relationship in church and then outside, and this girl was missing. So yeah, ilikuwa. There were just 2 projects that she was doing in the film. Yeah.
And then bad news spread really fast. The first time I heard about you was about an allegation, a serious allegation that you made to Jalango about him, violating you. And the friend, is it Innocent Ngare or something, came out to rubbish those claims. What really happened?
What really happened was everything I wrote.
Yes.
Was true, including some I didn't write there. But I think when you are with someone people really love, and you understand why they love them, because that's how you came to love them in the first place, you knew it's something that was ongoing for a long time, and that I had tried even getting help over, including going to the police twice. And then with our friends, the ones who knew or who are helping him in some of the things, all decided that it's either I'm going to support him or I'm too fearful of him, I can't speak. So now people like Innocent are people I've never even met. So nobody asked where is the evidence on that day, which with what would have done, which was a stranger. And yeah, we went back to the police. There's still activity there, because we have witnesses we're still right now going to file, and we're also trying to file a civil suit against them.
So is it in court?
Not yet.
Okay. Are you planning to go to court?
Honestly, for my case, the thing I had wanted most was acknowledgement.
Okay. Or the fact that you did
of my
that
crime.
it happened,
And again, there was a stoppage that I needed to guard myself, because this is someone who's kept coming, including after the story. So for me, I think putting it out there, because I had written about it for years, but I had never put a face to my stories. So there was all the thing, people would even come and tell you, oh, you're such a good writer, your writing is so well, oh, fiction, what? But
it was a true story.
But it was my stories I was writing. And so it got to a place where I write something, and then, now people are feeding, there's feedback that's coming, and then you're back in your relationship and being asked, do you really think anyone will ever believe that this is you? Or don't you see nobody's giving, So there was that whole thing of, you don't really want to put yourself out there, but you do want to. I need to. This is happening to me. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything I can. But then at the same time, you're too shameful. You're feeling too much shame.
I see you balancing
tears.
Just
it takes a while. Yeah, I'm good.
So what? I know a lot of these stories have been going around for such a long time, and I'm always trying to ask myself, how can we fix it? Like, what can we do when we are raising our sons for them not to be like this? Because honestly, I'm yet to hear a case about a woman doing those things. But like, what can we do? How can we raise our sons for them to stop feeling like entitled to whoever they're dating or not dating? Like, what can we do?
I think, okay, first of all, it is happening to even men, just that their stories are not as vocal, because if you look at any story where a man comes off and says, hey, this happened to me, there's also a lot of shame towards it, because people are like, you're a man, you could have taken charge. But for men, now there's that whole protection that we've had from the time people were young, that sometimes even consent, starting by consent, I think that's the biggest thing. And again, also, there is a way we raise people about consequence of your mistakes, for example. Now, if you're only focusing on the punishing of any mistake and never letting someone, understand why what you did was wrong, and this is why you shouldn't do it, or this is what you should have done instead. From the time, by the time someone is an adult, you don't have a choice whether you will choose to be good or bad.
So what is your healing like? Are you waiting for this acknowledgement from Jalango to say, you know what, just acknowledge, just admit the fact that you did it? What's your healing like? Are you like just gonna see a therapist?
I am
Are
in
you
therapy.
okay? You're in therapy already?
Yeah, I have been in therapy for a while, then stopped and then went back. But since 2018, it's been consistent. And then now after this story, the police wanted me to change therapist to now a government one. So that's where I'm at right now. But for me, I know he will never acknowledge it, but I have his confessions. So for me, it was, I think, I don't say I needed the legal acknowledgement because that for me was going to help. There was already the stock that has been going throughout the years that it is you who's actually been doing this, and that protection is something my silence served him. And so I needed to come out there. He may never acknowledge it, of which I don't beat myself about it because there are things that you will never go through this life without paying for. If it is not you, it'll be through your generations. And that for me is, I don't know.
That's enough.
If you cannot acknowledge something that you did and own up to your mistake, you will be the one who should be left with that guilt, with that shame, and beat yourself up about it.
That's true. And on those few words, we're going on a short break. We'll be right back.
You're still here, you have to switch for good. Wacha ni read a couple of SMSs. Ask the guest the age. It is Professor Guru Classic from Jesco Stores in Kasarani. Si unaji advertising. Umeshatuambia kuna Jesco. Ni sawa. Hi Joyce, hebu muulize ama alipitia shida akianza kuact. We'll definitely ask that question. Hey there, it's Beatrice from Eldoret. Nana, welcome back. Joyce Mikali, I love you all. Hi girls. Aish, Joyce, my idol. Nana, you killing today. You meant idol, not idol. I don't know, but I get it. What? This is Paul from Ruaka. Qui Gitonga, my all-time crush. Asante sana. We crush. No. Baada mingi ni kuna muru.
Ayo ndio watu wanataka kujua.
We will definitely ask.
Tunaweza anza tu na hiyo so to get it out of the way and we move on. So Koi.
Yes, Joyce.
Kuna mtu.
That's a tricky question.
Kuna entanglement.
Kuna entanglement.
I'm single.
You're loving
yourself. Say that.
Okay.
Self-love.
I am single.
You had it here first.
Yes.
So can people like shoot their shots?
Watume CV ama
Koi, come on.
Zinaweza tuma, unajua job application unatuma zikirejectiwa sawa.
Sindio?
Pana kwa list.
So there's someone who's asked how was it like getting into the acting industry? Like what were your challenges?
Nairobi. Nairobi is
concrete jungle.
I don't know, jungle ya ukweli because I remember the third audition we went was for Sugar. I went with my sister. We got there at 6:30 a.m. and I was doing number 700 and something.
Sugar one, the first one or the second one?
The second one.
So I was probably there with
wow.
Joyce was there as well.
It was chaotic, but okay, we got to the third call back, and I don't know, I don't know what happened. I didn't go back. Now, other times we come to, it has always been that you're finding too many people. Like there's a day we're at KNT and I'm thinking, well, then let's go grab lunch. By the time we came back, they're like, okay, tushafunga. So because there's so many people. And most times you'll find in Nairobi, especially, and that's I'm saying Nairobi especially, you will advertise, for example, for 24 people or something. Maybe it's a new film, but you'll find they're only looking for 3 or for 6. So if you're there, 300 people, by the time you may be good, but uko number 300 and something, they are tired even sometimes by the time they get into you. So maybe hata wale wa kwanza wamechukuliwa. But no, the other problem is that now Nairobi is this whole den with everything and all activity that you're not exploring outside Nairobi. And that's now how Eldoret Film Festival is really trying to do. Yes.
So you said you do events. Are you behind Eldoret Festival?
No. The film festival is it's a whole organization that's just dealing with film. So either they are helping filmmakers to produce and market their films, or and also there is a festival that happens every year. This is, I think, the 3rd year running. So now people submit the films that you've done, and then now they're going to showcase them over a week. Yes, and then now, like for a project like this that was under the Kenya Film Commission and KFCB, they have a film funding program that's just begun. So now they're giving money to like a production house. Then you guys make film. That's how Lem came about.
And you've worked with amazing actors in the industry, and I can imagine you're already like, there's this one person that you really want to work with that you haven't worked with. Who's that person, especially here in Kenya?
Sarah Hassan.
Oh wow, Sarah Hassan unatafutwa.
I think, Sarah Hassan. I love her. I don't know, I love her. Mkamzi.
Motela.
Yes,
amazing.
She as well. For the men, wow, there's a whole list.
There's a whole list.
Yeah.
You can name them.
But Musa, wait, what is the name of this guy? I'm forgetting it. It'll come to me.
Okay.
But
Netflix.
Just but there was the original Kitambo Sana the Makutano. Yes, those characters, I don't know. That was my, I want to work with this guy.
Was it Ode?
Yes!
It's the name? Ode. I got you. I got you.
Yes, no, that will be awesome. As in, it's people that you admire more of their artistry, not even anything, chemistry on stage or anything, just their artistry is something that you just want to be. Like our lead male actor is someone I had wished to work with for a very long time. I had only directed him once. Then I left school. I left acting, then left school. So now coming back, this was a dream come true for me.
So why did you leave? Why is such a long hiatus?
The bigger part was the depression.
Oh, okay.
Because imposter syndrome is, hey man, okay, there's this whole thing of, yes, fine, I've done something, but I'm not even getting the joy from it. Or sometimes I will be on set and I'm just thinking, Joyce will be a better person in this role, this one will be, but so all the second guessing, I just, hey, you know what, I don't want to do this. So just, and me coming back actually was, I've been thinking about it, but had never quite, and then the discouragement in Nairobi of going to auditions and then coming back, and then now sometimes your mind is there lying to you, it is because you're not good. So I took a step back. Now our producer in this film was, he produced most of those plays that the films that we did in campus. So he is actually the one who's, do you think you're ready to come back? I was like, yeah, why not? So
Goi today is International Women Against, violence, against the violations against women, and you've talked about this sana on, of course, the social media platforms. So do you think speaking about these things actually does help? Because there are people who are trapped in this cocoon of, no, I'm not going to say, how are these people going to judge me? What are they going to say? Do you think talking about these issues helps on a wider scale?
Talking does help because it's like you're normalizing something. And I make 2 examples. The first example was AIDS. We used to hate talking about AIDS, but the more we talked about it, made films about it, wrote things about it, people got so normalized that I could now know my family member can get it, anybody, and it's just like that. And that's the thing with abuse. There is a whole thing of shame, and abuse only thrives because of that shame that keeps people silent. So until we now remove the silence from it, people are able to now talk. But now if we're only talking and not helping or making things, how are you helping these people? After they've talked, then what? Or maybe sawa, ameingia therapy, then what? Have the people around you changed? Has the system changed? If tomorrow, what happens after that? As in, there's just a whole, yes, talking does help, but if we do stop at talking, there's nothing you'll do. It'll be the same people are saying you're only talking for clout chasing, of which sometimes it's even not even about other people changing your circumstance, but you, it's
being
like
able to talk about it.
It's like you took this deep breath in and you've been holding it. So now it's getting to a place here, you need to exhale. Talking does help.
That's very true. And you said your day-to-day is events.
Yes.
So how did you get into events, and what kind of events do you do?
I got into events in campus, that's what I would say. We had a group called Sat Family. So we used to have these two. Sometimes we had events for organizing. I am a control freak.
Okay.
So I hated coming to an event, including people's weddings,
Yeah.
and then I'm seeing the same thing I saw last week.
Yeah.
Or I get into an event and the first thing I'm seeing is all the mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of not just being critical,
Yeah.
why not try? And then they were also among the first jobs that I got in Nairobi. So I got, I was mentored and trained by some people. So again, the control, fine sometimes.
You're like, I can do it better and I will.
No, not even the better part. It's that
This should be
if
done.
This should be done
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah.
or if we have like a plan, this is the plan.
Yeah.
Just either go above it or on its level.
Yeah.
Don't give substandard.
Yeah.
So if badala nikuje tupigie mtu kelele.
Yeah.
You better do
Let
it.
You just do it yourself.
Yes, let me just do it myself.
Yeah,
All right.
but I'll ask you, what really grounds Koi? What's that one thing you say, okay, at the end of the day, as much as I'm here, there's something that pulls me and keeps me grounded. What's that one thing?
The one thing that keeps me grounded, I think it's the knowledge of myself. I know myself, and my core principle is kindness. No matter what, respond with grace, be kind. So I do not know how to not be that, even no matter how angry, or I think that's my center.
Yeah.
Just I don't know whether I should tie it to faith, or it's beyond faith, because but maybe let me just say it's that understanding of who I am as a person first and foremost.
Okay.
Yes.
So any new projects for us to look forward to now that you're back?
Netflix.
First of all, lame. 11th December.
Yes.
Eldoret, Ruper's Mall. We have it's a red carpet affair. It's going to be really big. We don't know. The Nairobi, Nakuru dates are going to be confirmed. There has been a lot of questions for that. Other projects, Mr. Producer, I would like a part 2. But currently, no, but I'm hoping I am back, so I'm looking forward to doing something else.
So what's different with lame? What's that something?
Why should
In
people go watch
Italian, it's
it?
like a French word that why should people watch lame?
C'est quoi?
Lame.
That one.
Lame is a breath of fresh air, because first of all, it's mostly talking about issues that people, especially young people, are going through, especially when it comes to how your love life can affect your career. But at the same time, there's something about the way the script is really focusing on friendship and family and development of person. And I think we do not have a lot of romantic comedies in Kenya that are, I'm so sorry to be saying this, that are very Western centered.
Yeah.
Something that is very local, like you're feeling, anyway, this is my friend who does this, goes through this. And it's also not silly comedy. Again, it's just, it's something I think, I don't even know. It's awesome.
Please share your social media handles before tuende, and thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for
Watu
having
wakupate
me.
wapi?
Social media, it's Qui Gitonga, QUI, Gitonga on all platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Koi, for joining us today. It was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview as much as we did. Na hivyo tu ndo tunajikata watu wa 10:30. Tunawapenda sana. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.